Hey guys, this is Nick Marinero. I'm going to be going over Debategraph with you guys today. Just an overview here quickly. You can find it at debategraph.com. It's really easy to get to. The great thing about it is that it's actually free. It's free. It's really easy to set up. What it does is it allows students to engage collaboratively on issues and topics that require deeper and more constructive dialogue. It is really great if you actually want to have some deep conversations and some deep discussions. I found it to be a great tool. I used it this week with my class, actually after the presidential debate, to go over some issues and topics with them. It actually worked really well. First time I ever used it, just to kind of test it out before I actually set up this little overview here, and I was pretty impressed by it. As far as synchronous and asynchronous, uh, you could actually use it either. So synchronous aspects, you can work simultaneously in this. You do got to refresh it, but you can see as things are added, changed, deleted, or whatnot in live real time. This is the capacity to facilitate dialogue among students and teachers, so we can all be talking at the same time. We worked on this in class. It's a face-to-face class, but I worked on it with them in class, and the only rule was that we only speak through Debategraph for that day. And everything that was done, except for me setting them up initially, was just through the system. Asynchronous aspects, you can edit, update, do whatever you want to outside of the class time. Once you create a graph, you have to initiate to delete it, so it's always going to be there going forward. So you can go in, update, change, add video, text, whatever it might be going forward. So you can use it in both formats. It would actually be perfect for. So if you had, even too, I find it could be a good tool. If you had a sub in one day, you wanted to have them add, delete, work on a conversation, and then revisit it when you get back. It actually would be a great lesson for that. As far as the social presence, I just looked at a couple things here quickly. The effective association. The nice thing about this, students decide what's important to them. They can communicate in their own language if they want to use their text language, emoticons, whatever it might be. It's easily done in this, and it's great for them to communicate and what they're used to. Community cohesion. This tool works best if they're working as a community. You could use it on your own to set up concept maps or any kind of if you're networking anything, or if you're trying to organize your thoughts, you can use it for that as well. But the best application of the tool would to be used in a community. Draw connections from others. Create a healthy discourse among the students in your classroom. The interaction intensity. It's the opportunities there for the best thing about this is having peer-to-peer interaction. And I'll talk about this in a minute, but I can get in there if I want to as well, and also offer my 2 cents, maybe steer the conversation if need be. The nice thing too with knowledge and experience is it's their opportunity to bring whatever prior experience that they have. They can bring in pictures, anything from their own life experience. The opportunity is there. And the instructor involvement is whatever I want it to be. I was heavy at first as far as letting them know what I wanted, how I wanted to kind of go, and then I let them lead the way. They steered the conversation. I just gave a couple initial prompts. As far as links to the rights text, collaborative strategies, this would be great for brainstorming, concept maps, views. The nice thing about it has a chat box or messaging feature in it, so they can speak and talk to each other in real time as far as to initiate the conversation, not only working in the application itself. They can share resources, videos, links to text, citations, anything. You could create a classroom repository of resources. Like you could start this at the beginning of the year and reference a discussion in April that you had back in October. And the nice thing, it's really easy to find, label, annotate anything that you add into there. It's great for reflection. You can reflect upon a conversation. You can use this as a reflection tool on something, like if you had a speaker, or maybe you went to an event or something like that, something that you watched, you could use this as a reflection piece. Opinions and ideas can be shared on any topic. We use domestic issues in the United States as a topic we did in class, but you can do anything. Again, problem solving, you could use this to assign tasks. You could actually use this as a digital fishbowl if you wanted to. And the opportunities there for pair share activities. So you could actually set them up in small groups to work on this, or you could have the community as a whole work in it in your classroom. The one thing I'd say, you definitely need to give students a chance to use the tool and experiment with it. There is a little bit of time to get used to what exactly they're doing. Even we haven't even begun to figure out all the all the bells and whistles that are in it. Just to take a look at it here quick. Here's an idea of what one of them might have looked like here. One that we did in class here. So I have, you can see some of the different things here. Use of military. We brought up issues, and then they brought up economy, jobs, people, military. You can actually go in and click into these. So we had here free trade, issues, taxes. You could go into taxes. If you wanted to add on to that, you could actually, here we go. So you can see down here, you could actually add ideas. And if I wanted to add an idea onto that, I could say raising taxes or something. Raising taxes. And add another idea to that. So that would add another string out on that. So now when we went on taxes, then we could go to raising taxes. We could add lowering taxes as well. The nice thing about this is you could also change the views here. So if I went to views, I could look at my bubble view. I could go to tree view. Let's go to tree. Here we go. I could go to my outline and say, okay, I'm going to look at the outline of what exactly I'm doing here. It gives it an outline. You can drill down on all the different things that we've added. So it's a really good tool for that. You could also share this. You could link it. You can embed it in anything that you want. You could post it out on social media, do it on Twitter, Facebook, anything like that. So I find it to be a great tool to use. I'm actually going to try and continue to use it in my classroom in any way that I can. If you have an opportunity, I suggest you try it out, give it a shot. It can be pretty beneficial. Like I said, I haven't even touched on all the bells and whistles of it, but just for now, what we've done, students respond to it. They seem to enjoy it, and again, we'll use it going forward. Thank you.